Ethan. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
Do you remember how we met?
Yes. So, I was on a business trip with my dad, in Los Angeles, and me and my dad spent time together. And on the last day, we decided to go to the Jean Paul Getty Museum. I was going to take a selfie, but you saw me and said, "Can I take your picture with your dad?" And that's how we met. And then on the train, he got on the transit, and I shared my card with you about my condition, and then I told you to go follow me on Instagram, and then I followed you, and that's how we met, and then we kept in touch.
And I really was grateful for you sharing that card with me because, as you said, it wasn't even, I was taking a picture of you and your dad. I wasn't even thinking about any of it, but it was really nice because can you explain why you started creating those cards, what your condition is, and how that helps people and you?
Yeah, my condition is neurofibromatosis type 1, chromosome number 17. It causes large tumors to grow on my nerves and in my face, on my face. And like the reason, at first my parents created the card when I was a baby. People tend to stare at me when I was a baby. And then over the years, I took over and I took the responsibility of sharing my story and like having my face on the card.
When we met, you also shared with me, and what I've seen on your social media is that you were and are, I don't know how many engagements you're having now, but you're paid to play violin.
I have been paid to play violin at a very young age, but I wasn't part of any organization. I just did it on my own, making money. But once I was like at least about 12 or 13, this organization called Pulse, and it's a non-profit organization. They pay their musicians like $50 like 1 hour, and then during that 1 hour, you play during like commuter hour in downtown Dallas when everyone get, not commuter hour, I mean lunch hour, when everyone getting their lunch. So you get to share some nice music. I get to share my story, like when they put a tip in, or like if they don't put a tip in, I still get to give them my card.
And so, has that been helpful for you just to be out more and sharing your gift of music and being able to share about yourself in building confidence?
Yes, it's not just building confidence with my appearance, it's building confidence performing my violin out in public. Yeah, and then also another opportunity to share my story.
So, when we did meet, it was the Icons of Style 2018, 100 Years of Fashion. And what interested you in that particular show?
I like the Dior gowns the best because I love the attention to detail and like the elaborate designs.
And who are some of your other favorite designers?
Demla Vasalia and Herman Preston. And the reason I like him is like he used it like, because luxury, like you usually have to use new materials. He used like stuff you wouldn't even think about using, like recycled parachutes, recycled military gear, and like I like how he uses all those things. I directed a fashion show with Charles Smith II in Dallas and a fashion mentor, Jen Strimple. She mentors young models and designers. I chose the clothing what makes them stand out. So I wanted them to have a blank expression when they walk to the runway. So like people are not looking at their face, they're looking at like what they're wearing. Spending time with the models and the designers like gives me a perspective.
Fantastic. And are you designing things yourself? Are you wanting to do that?
I really like the fashion industry, and the thing is I'm really interested in fashion. But I don't know how to sew or sketch. And like the fashion industry is very visual and very like hard to get into. Like I was looking up, doing some research. One in like 10,000 people who go into fashion to become designers, only one out of the 10,000 actually succeed. So like I'm deciding to like take a different route and use like my skills and my artistic eye for photography.
So, what photographs have you been taking? What's your favorite topic to shoot?
When I shoot, I like shooting a variety of stuff. I like nature and I like capturing the instant moment, not like stage something natural. And not like I like one thing, I like everything. Like everything gives me an opportunity to learn about my camera. I like taking pictures of street art and like graffiti and stuff. I actually love shooting the Wynwood walls and like all over the Wynwood district.
Amazing. That's what I did when I was there as well. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your faith. What does faith mean to you and your family?
Yeah, look at the Bible. There's certain passages in the Bible that say like when you're a Christian, God doesn't promise everything to be great. And like everything to be like unicorns and rainbows. Like we live in a fallen world. And like God promises when you get on the other side, He promises something great. And like so right now I'm trying to like make the best of it, do my responsibilities, and like suffering and pain is part of God's plan, but it's only temporal. When you die like a full lifetime, it's only like a short amount of time when you get to heaven. Yeah, like I know it hard that my brother passed away, and like I reflect on all the special memories we had, and I feel like life was like a bit hard for him, and like I feel like one day I will see him. Like, wait a minute, how should I say it?
If it's too hard, you don't have to answer me.
No, it's fine. It's not how I'm wording it. I had trouble wording things.
I think you're doing an amazing job.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, Ethan's character, it kind of reminds me of a snowball. Like, it started out, he had a lot of character when he was, a toddler, but, as he got older, that snowball just got, bigger and bigger, like a snowball of personality. And Ethan's personality just involves things like he loves to eat, he loves to laugh, and he's also very, very expressive of himself. Like, a lot of people nowadays, they're afraid to express how they feel or what they're thinking about someone, but we'll be driving down the road in a car or going to the mall or walking somewhere in the park, and he'll just say something that'll totally throw you off or blow your mind, and you'll just be like, where did that come from?
So when my brother passed, we have like what got us through it is all the support and like from the church and family, friends, and it's like we know he's in a better place because he made a profession of faith at a very young age. And like I know one day I will see him, but I do like miss him at times. I do wish he was there at certain times, but I know there's something better on the other side.
That's just Ethan. He's very expressive and he has an extremely unique, special personality. It's the type of personality that when you first meet him, like you look at him and you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to talk to that guy, but then you talk to him for 30 seconds and you're like, wow, I could really be friends with this kid.
Okay, like, I just got my surgery like 2 years ago. I waited until I was 15 to get my jaw surgery. I know that my jaw is fully grown and there will be less complications.
And you kept your smile.
Yes, and I kept my smile.
You sure did.
You mentioned courageous. You said the word courageous. I think, like, I know some people that have a condition like me. They lock themselves in a room and just stay there all day, like either watching TV or playing video games and away from society. And like the feeling that they might be called names or they might be like discriminated against. If someone like name calls me or stares at me, I like give them a crack or smile at them. I've enjoyed the world with laughter and like being myself, even though I don't have much. Like I have a genetic defect, I like do what I can to the fullest and like be a good example for people who have like more than me but do less than me. Oh, just tighten the bow.